welcome back to Market Pros. And here we have Bitcoin on the 1 hour. As you see, we are testing 21 right now, being held up. Is it going to hold us up or not? If not, we're going to talk about what happens next. Let's zoom out to the 6 hour real quick. Because what I want to show you is we've gotten rejected twice from the bullish control zone. So if we cross this signal line to the downside, that's not going to look good. If we can get into the bullish control zone, I would expect us to go deep into the bullish control zone. Your MACD on the 6 hour is to the upside. Positive momentum is stable, but kind of weak right now. But it is to the upside. Retest of the signal line, resumption up. BBWP hit the floor, but now it is getting back up above that 10 percentile. So I do expect this sideways action to stop. I do expect some volatility to happen very soon, probably even today. Here on the 4 hour, RSI getting rejected from that bullish control zone once again. Lower low and a higher high. So we do have bearish divergence right now. Or a lower high on the RSI, higher high on the price action. We do have bearish divergence. Sorry about that. And MACD kind of going sideways right now. Positive momentum is decreasing on the histogram as the MACD is going up. BBWP, pretty much volatility is still expanding, but your moving average still has a negative slope. I mean, you had this nice move here coming back down. Your moving averages are all below each other or above each other except for the 200, but the 200 takes a while to catch up. You got your 21, your 50, and your 100 all with upside curvatures. Let's go to the 2 hour. 2 hour moving averages, upside curvatures, every single one of them. 100 even coming to try to cross that 200. We got the 21 coming in at 16,885. Is the price action going to go down there, or is it going to be held up by the 1 hour 200 or 1 hour 21? That's the question right now. So if we break this, we're going to take these moving averages level by level all the way down. All right, now to make the lower low, you would have to break the POC point of control in the VPVR in the 100. That's what you don't want to see happen. Okay? Because if you break that, you're going to break your higher low market structure. And then you're probably going to come down to the 200 where this next VPVR level is, and this low and the 200 get a nice bounce there, but I would expect that bounce to fail. Okay, if you do break this 200, I mean, we're looking at 16. All right, so let's say 16,800. 16,800 is line in the cards, and I'm actually going to put an alert there. 16,800. Line in the sand. Okay. Put an alert. I do want to know what that is. Oh, by the way, the reason I put alerts and stuff on these charts is I'm doing these videos because I do this off the cuff. I don't take notes. I don't really prepare for these videos because I want you guys to get fresh and raw analysis. So that's why sometimes I'll take little pauses here and there, to really get into what I'm talking about. Yeah, I just want you guys to have it fresh on fresh eyes, because that's when I'm the most focused. So that's why I do that, is because I'm the most focused when I'm looking at it for the first time in the morning. And yeah, so by the way, if you guys are liking this video so far, like and subscribe to the channel. Check out the links in the description below, one being the Discord. A lot of good conversation about crypto trading, investing, markets as a whole. We talk about these moves collectively. We figure out this market before these moves happen. Also, we share our trades, we share our strategies. It's definitely the place to be. Also, turn on those bell notifications so you get notified with this time-sensitive content. You want to be notified when these videos come out. A lot of times these moves happen as soon as these videos come out. So definitely turn on those bell notifications. So like I said, that 16,800 is the line in the sand. That would be the bearish case. if you break that to the downside, it's not going to look good. Okay? It's not going to look good. Next level would be the 200, and that's your like last line of defense. But I don't think that bounce would hold. I think it would fail. Uh, and that's my thought, really. Let's go down to the 15-minute and see what's happening. On the 15-minute, this thing just curled over. All right, but 15-minute isn't as is isn't as important as the 1 hour. I'd say the 1 hour is 4 times as important as the 15-minute. Okay, so what we're saying here is that we could get a wick down to 16,892. Now, where would that be on here? 16,892 would barely just be a wick under the 21. Okay, so that's kind of what I would be looking at right there. Let's actually go back here. 15-minute is basically in the bearish control zone, getting that retest of the top of it. If we do break these last lows, though, I mean, we could come down below the 100. You know, we're going to find out whether we get one of those liquidity grabs right here or not, and then a resumption up. Usually that's what happens right before to move up, is you stop everybody out first, and then it goes in the direction that they originally thought. Or, you know, we'll stop everybody out this way, and then it goes the direction everybody originally thought. BBWP's hit the floor right now. I mean, as you see, we have just snailed down in this price action. Eye bleeding shit right here. Let's go back to the 1 hour. Like I said, bearish case is that we break 16,800. That's the line in the sand for me. If we break 16,800, I think 15,800 is in the cards. All right. Bullish case, you know, our new level is 17K. Technically, I mean, precisely, it would be 16,990. Top of this wick right here. Top of this wick is what I'm looking at. And actually, I would even draw a box there from this wick to this wick, but we're so close to the damn shit. It's going to be somewhere where from where this line is to the top of this wick is where I'm seeing this price action going. All right, and that's if we hold this. It's if we hold this. Okay, if we can hold this, I see the price action going there for sure. Not for sure. I say that shit a lot. Not for sure, but to me, in my opinion, that's where the probabilities would lie. Nothing's ever for sure. But you can make a very educated guess, and you can add a lot of variables together and put the probabilities in your favor. All right, so that is, oh, and if we break 17K, or 16,990 on a 1 hour closure, 18K is the next stop for me. Yeah, so that's what I'm looking at for Bitcoin. Once again, you guys are liking this video, like and subscribe. Let's move on to Ethereum. Here on Ethereum, working our way up that red zone. Remember what I said? If we broke at 1250, I do think we came up to the top of the box. Now, a lot of this is going to depend on Bitcoin. Bitcoin holds that level. You know, if Bitcoin comes down to that level, we could see 1250 again. You know, make that retest, still make that higher low. All right. And then resume up, work our way up to the top of this box. Okay. RSI is working its way down to that neutral median line, but we've seen this happen. I mean, we're probably going to come down to this neutral median line. Okay. In my opinion, we're at least going to come down to here. All right. MACD pointed to the downside. Negative momentum is increasing. BBWP has hit the floor. It's hit the floor. So as soon as it gets out of that 10 percentile, that's when we know the move is here. All right. So bearish case is that you break the 100 and the POC point of control at the VPVR at 1250. All right. If you break, well, it's actually 1247. I guess I should say that because it's definitely 1247. and the breakage of the 100. So closing below that on a 1 hour would not look good. I would expect this to come down to the bottom of the box where the 200 is, get a big bounce there, probably all the way back up to 1246, and then head down. That's the bearish case. The bullish case is that Bitcoin pops above that level we just talked about, and Ethereum gets above 1276. If that happens, I think we'd get up here pretty quick to 323, 1323. All right. And that's my thoughts. Let's move on to Solana. Look at Solana, just going sideways, weak as shit. But Bitcoin will carry the market, you know. So let's see. Do we have a regression line right here? We do. We actually do. We have a regression line. And it looks like a fucking descending triangle, to be honest. You know, you got similar lows, lower highs, all in regression. We will leave the regression line. We're not going to draw this, but you know the level. The level is 12. We're going to go with 1281. The level's 1281. If you break 1281, your measured move is the 200 at 1180. That's your measured move. I mean, I can even show you. Here, so we'll do this. Do this. Breakage of that level would be past the 200. Basically this VPVR level down here, in between there and there. So we'd be looking at the 200. All right, it would probably bounce off the 200 and front run your measured move. All right, so your RSI riding the top of that bearish control zone right now, getting above your signal line, trying to get above that neutral median line. If that can happen, I think you get to the bottom of this trend line. 1351, 1346 region. MACD going sideways, man. Snailing, just converging and diverging around that zero line. I mean, so that's nothing to be aware of. I mean, nothing to really be concerned with right there. The MACD is neutral. And basically your RSI is too. I'm kind of neutral on Solana right now. Your BBWP has hit the floor on the 1 hour. Yeah, I mean, I'm neutral on Solana right now. It's pretty clear cut though. You know, if you break this level, 1280, probably going to come to the 200, 1170, 1180, 1175, 1180, somewhere in there. By the time, wherever the 200 ends up, by the time we get there, we'll probably have a wick below it. And then we'll come back to it. Okay, so, and then if you break that, think you come all the way back down to 1019 region, 1019 to $10. Basically where this POC is at $10. And where the top of our last highs are at about 1021. Okay, so bullish case. Bullish case is that you break this trend regression line. If that happens, obviously I think you would test the top. It would be a measured move failed pattern, and the measured move would be at 1427. If you break 1427, however, next stop is $15. I do think you would get some strong resistance to that point, since it was our breakdown point, you know, of all this move right here. And you know, then we'll come back to it. So once again, if you guys like this video, like and subscribe to the channel. I wish everyone well, and I will see you tomorrow.